Hey everybody, I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here to help you share your story. To do that, we've got a few questions that you will be able to answer that'll help you process through your story so that you can share it effectively. But before we get started with that, I do want to say, when you're crafting your story, don't ever embellish or exaggerate. Just always tell the truth, just like it was. Don't try to make it more, because that will come back to bite you, and it'll actually hurt your story. So always be honest. That said, the first question we're going to process through is?
It's what was my life like before I became a follower of Jesus? So often there's this transition when we actually start following Jesus. Some of us may have been Christians a long time. Others might be really new to this, but actually seeking to follow Jesus is something that really is a turning point in our lives. And that leads us on to the next question,
which is, why did I choose Jesus? So after you've already shared how your life was like before you came to him, now the next question is, why? What made you make that decision? Why did you choose Jesus? What happened in your life that caused you to come to that point where you say, you know what, I really believe this, and I really want to commit myself to doing life God's way? And then the third question.
How has my life changed since I began to follow Jesus? So often we kind of stop at when we met him and what he's done in our lives, and we forget the actual change that comes, because God loves you right where you're at, but he loves you so much that he doesn't want you to stay there. He doesn't want you to stay in the trouble and the chaos. He wants to bring you out of that, and that's going to bring change in our lives.
So as you process through these three questions, you'll begin to draft your own story. And you want to do that so that when people ask you questions, you're ready to give an answer. And your story, whether it's super, super dark or maybe a little light and fluffy, whatever your story is, it's going to help other people who find themselves going through similar situations. So we want to encourage you to prepare so that you can give an answer and tell your story. But also, we'd like to see you post your story online, on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. And when you're at it, hashtag us.
And hashtag it greater than stories. Because that way we can look up, we can follow up, we can read your stories, and we can hear what God's been doing in your life. So we're so excited to hear your story and what God's done in your life and where he's taking you to.
And don't forget hashtag Open Arms Church as well.
See you later.
We look forward to hearing your stories.